The need for increased representation and participation of women in security, peace building and conflict resolution efforts in Nigeria has once again been brought to the front burner at the Defense Headquarters Maiden Conference on Gender Mainstreaming this Thursday in Abuja. Stakeholders stressed on the need for collective participation in closing existing gender gaps in the Nigerian security architecture so that women's voices will further be amplified in decision-making spaces, given the fact that women and children are usually the most affected by this insecurity in the country. Let's now join Clevis Gloria Atta for details.
Since the 1995 Beijing conference, gender mainstreaming has been embraced internationally as a strategy towards realizing gender equality. It involves the integration of a gender perspective into the preparation, design, implementation, monitoring and evaluation of policies, regulatory measures and spending programs with a view to promoting equality between men and women and combating discrimination. Nigeria, like many nations, has signed and ratified without reservations practically all international and regional instruments on women, peace and security, and more specifically, a gender-responsive and gender-balanced security sector. However, progress and implementation have remained uneven across and within security sector institutions. It is against this backdrop that representatives of various security agencies in the country have converged for a one-day conference to deliberate and map out strategies on how best to address this challenge. Speaking at the event, the wife of the president, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, who was represented by the wife of the Vice President, Nana Shettima, noted that although the president's renewed hope agenda has been working towards strengthening women's empowerment across all strata, more needed to be done to enable women enjoy a platform where they can thrive and maximize their potentials. Just as the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, and the Minister of Defense, Muhammadu Badaru Abubakar, expressed optimism that the workshop would further enhance the operational efficiency of troops, given the multifaceted challenges facing the country at this time.
What can we do to advance gender mainstreaming in our security efforts? We can start by ensuring that gender perspectives are integrated into security policies and strategies, encouraging more women to join and progress within the forces. We must promote women's participation and leadership in security institutions, peace negotiations, conflict resolution efforts, as women are nurturers, and bringing a more reconciliatory perspective into negotiations.
I'm glad to inform this August gathering that Nigeria and indeed the armed forces of Nigeria in particular have received encomium from notable international organizations such as the United Nations and the African Union for adopting commendable gender mainstreaming policies in all its military operations conducted within and outside the shore of Nigeria. As available records reveal that the armed forces of Nigeria have been able to attain 27.9% female participation in peacekeeping operations, surpassing the 17% recommended benchmark by the United Nations.
I wish to reiterate before this gathering our commitment to bringing gender gaps, to bridging gender gaps, and the attainment of parity at all levels by addressing barriers to recruitment, retention, and career progression for females in the Ministry of Defense and its various departments and agencies, including the armed forces.
Stakeholders say the role of women in defense and security cannot be overemphasized and therefore pledge their commitment to the all-important issue.
We in the UK and Nigeria have adopted and domesticated UNSCR 1325. This makes the role of women in peace and security fundamental to the future of our defense and our security.
We need to start changing the mindset that look, if you do not have women in the security forces, then there will be serious challenges. Why? Because the security institutions we have are responsive to a society that is made up of men and women.
The one-day conference with the theme Building Capacity Through Gender Mainstreaming to Meet Security Challenges also featured paper presentations, the launch of the Gender Magazine and Gender Audit for the Armed Forces of Nigeria, among others. Gloria Atta, reporting for Clearview News.